G'day guys, this is my first YouTube video for Transport Fever. First I'd like to thank Skystorm for your videos. Wouldn't have got up to speed without them, so thanks for that. And I'd also like to thank all the modders, painters, modelers, everything that we get in the way of mods. To all you guys that have spent countless hours building this stuff for the community, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank you very much. You probably won't get all the thanks that you deserve, but I'd like to take this time to say thank you. I'd also like to take time out to say thank you to Transport Fever Nation on Facebook. Good bunch of guys. If you want to join a community on Facebook, do a search for Transport Fever Nation, and we'll catch up on Facebook. So thanks to Transport Fever Nation on Facebook. This first section, section 1, I'm going to create a cargo hub. The station's already in place, but I'm going to build the bridges and the roads and put the trucks in play to transport my cargo throughout the town. Before I get started, the station that you're looking at is a freight station that's made by Maverick 18, and it's called Cargo Container Station, and you can find that on Steam. I personally think it's the duck's nuts, and I'll definitely give you a 10 out of 10 Maverick 18. That is a beautiful cargo station, and I use it quite a lot. So thank you very much for your time, effort. You've enhanced my gaming experience. Okay, so while we get on with this, I'm first going to start by putting in my roads and bringing out my transport hub. So I select my street and I simply drag it down. Now if I get too close to the train track, it'll automatically jump in like it does here. You'll get that with train tracks as well. So simply holding shift, you can bring it in close or you can take it out and it won't jump and grab. If I bring it in close there, around there, and let go, it'll naturally jump. But if I push it down, pull it away, it'll work a treat. Then I release my mouse where I want it, and I'm in business. Click OK, and I've got my road laid out. So that's the first tip. Sometimes it'll automatically click in. Just hold your shift key, and while you're holding your shift, drag it out and left click, and it'll release where you want it to be released. I'll also put my road in on the far side. Click OK. Excellent. Now this is where I start my flyover, building my concrete flyover. And I normally do them in quarter circles, so I don't do them in halves or full. I do them in quarter circles, and I gradually raise the flyover as we go. So I first take it around on a quarter and hit the up arrow. One should be enough. We don't want it too big. And then we continue coming around a quarter again, and we take it up one, and we click OK, and we take it around again. Now here we check the height of the bridge. We don't want to go too high. That looks just about right. Semicircles, looking good, excellent. And now we use the concrete flyover. which gives you a nice concrete flyover as it climbs up, goes from earth to the flyover, which is looking pretty good. Zoom out, make sure we got it in straight. Got it where we want it. And check its height, we don't want to go too high. And that's looking pretty good. And then we take it out to the road, or close to, with the flyover. If it starts climbing too high, as you can see it's starting to get high. Just one click down. We don't want to go too high. And that's good. And now we do the bridge section. Going to take it in on an angle to miss the buildings. Now, as you can see, it's all concrete. We don't want that because the trains will come down the track and go smack straight into a brick wall. It'll be impressive to see. But that we don't want that. So we pick our bridge that we want. Now we can go with any shape. We can go with the green pillars like such. Old stone bridge, which is sweet as. But I'm going to stick with the green. And you gotta love autosave. Autosave is the duck's nuts. Okay, now normally if you're too low, the tracks will go red. It means the trains won't be able to get under it. And same with the road. We don't want to go too far over. Maneuver it until we get to where we want it. Okay, it's a nice level, and we click OK. Now we go back to the concrete flyover. Maybe too low for that. Well, there you go. I'm going to lose a building that's going to cost. Even though I'm using the no cost mod in free mode, it'll still cost. Okay. That's still looking good. Start tapering it down. And there we go. Now that's our first flyover, which is not too bad, so I'm happy with that. For the purpose of the exercise, the trucks will come through this way, this direction. They'll travel up and over, come around, and then go out through the city and disperse the goods. And they won't have any train crossings to impede them. So they'll be able to get around quite well. So I'll get on and do the other side. That one's quite good. Very happy with that. And again, we go back to our road, come around in a semicircle, we give a rise to it. Check its height. Put in our concrete. It's looking good. Oh, it's looking good. It's about at tree level. Bring it up to the road. Check its height. You don't want to go any more than that. You wouldn't want to go any more than that. That's not bad, that's beautiful. Click OK. And then of course we go the rest of the way with our bridge. Again, it'll all be concrete until at such time we pick our bridge. Now because we've laid our road, our train track and our road, the bridge is actually putting the pillars in the right spot. Now if you go across on a diagonal, so for instance if you were going across this way, you would have all sorts of pillar problems. So this is working nicely for us. We'll take that back. See the pillar bridge collision? Just keep moving it until you get it where you want it. And now we take it around, go with the concrete, we're going to start tapering it down. One click should be enough to start with. I might keep it semi-round. Voila. So there we got our traffic leaving the cargo hub, traveling down, going around, going through the city, dropping off its cargo. We'll put a cross, probably take it over that way. Yeah, it's a crossing. I'll put a bridge in there. I don't want to slow them down with train crossings, so I'll put a bridge in that section, but we'll bring it around that way. It'll come up, come back around, come in, reload. So that's pretty much our flyovers, concrete flyovers. Give like a freeway effect the way they look, which is I don't know, a bit of eye candy. I'll dress it up with trees, and I pretty much use the game like a train set. I have played the vanilla game, but I do like to muck around building train sets and having it all running. So I use the no cost mod, and I do it in free mode. Okay, about those concrete flyovers, the designer, I believe, is Leon Cleaners, and it's Ponce Divers New Bridges, also found in Steam. So if you don't have these concrete flyovers and you've got a Steam account and play through Steam and do downloads, do a search for Leon Cleaners, Ponce Divers New Bridges. I like it as far as mods go. Again, 10 out of 10. This one's also the Duck's Nuts. And to Leon Cleaners, mate, brilliant job, absolute brilliant job. Again, you've enhanced my gaming experience, so well done. Okay, moving right along. Now we're going to need a depot to get our vehicles. Now there are a lot of depots that we can use. When we hit the depot button, you get your standard vanilla style depots. Even a McDonald's in there. That's pretty neat. But my favourite is this gas station. Now I just love it. So find a place where it'll connect. There it is there, it's looking pretty neat, and I'll put it in there. Now this gas station again is the Duck's Nuts. Now okay, if you look closely, it's PetroChina. It's alright if you're living in China. Not that I've got anything against the Chinese at all, don't get me wrong. I do a lot of business overseas with China. But I'm Australian and I like to see something that's Australiana. So I simply do an upgrade. You've got a choice down there, OMV, Larks, Golf and Shell. I like Shell personally. Click apply and all of a sudden I have a Shell garage. In my job I spend a lot of time in roadhouses and garages, getting snacks and coffee and such like. So I do like the idea of a garage. There's plenty of them out there. Just a little heads up, the gas station is found on Steam if you would like to get it. You can buy and sell your road vehicles, and it's made by Huge Dragon YK. Huge Dragon YK. Top job, Huge Dragon. You've enhanced my gaming experience, mate, with your skills. So I'd just like to say to you, thank you very, very much. Again, brilliant job, 10 out of 10. Okay, so we've got our depot in to buy and sell vehicles, and everything so far is looking pretty sweet. Now we need to put in some depots around to basically accept cargo goods. You want to deliver your cargo, if you're looking down this right hand side, you want to be delivering your cargo to the yellow and to the blue. This is where your cargo needs to get to in order for your city to grow. By clicking on your station, you'll get a highlighted area, and that tells you what's being serviced by the station. All this in here, all these yellows and blues, they're getting nothing. So what we need to do is put in a cargo hub, and maybe one or two, and highlight the area somewhat more. Personally, the bus stops are a good choice because it highlights such a large area as to a cargo station. We'll pull out a cargo station by clicking cargo. I might just go with the standard vanilla style, and you can see when I connect it to a road, you can see it highlighting, so you can see what's actually getting serviced. Same with this side, N and M to swivel it. Huge chunk taken care of. In fact, I might drop that one in there. Just straighten it up a little. Hold the shift and M and N to swivel it slowly. Shift button will help you do it slowly. You don't want to knock down any buildings if you can get away with it. So there's that one. Okay. And I might put one in here. I don't know, being a back street, if these are going to get serviced, but we'll certainly give it a shot. I'll have a look-see anyway. Now, as you can see, they're not getting serviced. The ones closer down are. So I might leave it for a bus stop. It's not worth putting in if it's not getting serviced. The station's already covering that. I might put the rest in as a bus stop. Alright, we'll go over to the passengers. Pick a bus stop, and you can see how much it highlights when you move this bus stop around. Look at that large area. Put a bus stop in there, and look at that large area. That is the way to go. Alright, but you've got to understand with the bus stop and the direction of travel, you can't put the bus stop on the wrong side of the road, because your trucks will actually start performing U-turns, blocking up traffic and taking... there is another game auto, so gotta love it. Yeah, you can't put your bus stop on the other side of the road, so you basically got to keep with the same traffic of pattern. As you can see, the car coming down this way, so your bus stops will be on that side, that side, as you go, that side, so forth, that side. You don't want your trucks doing U-turns, and if you use bus stops for buses as well, make sure you click the one that's on the right side of the road, otherwise they will perform U-turns and slow everything up. Alright, our trucks will leave the freight depot. They leave that freight depot and they come down this way, come around and go through. So our first one doesn't need to really be here with its housing. We want it more at the shops. So I might put one in there to cover that large area. and I won't. I'll put it down this way because I do want to cover this area. I might put it down this way. I won't. That one's there. I'll put one there. Yeah, I'll put one there. Which will cover that. And I'm going to put a bridge there, so that's alright. And I'll put one out the front. And then it'll come back up here, go back around and come back through again. So that ought to be enough for this town. Now, when I buy these trucks, you're going to see what I mean about the line, because you'll get a direction line of the actual route that you're building. I'm just thinking I might put a station in deliberately like this and pick the wrong one so you can see what I mean. So I'll put one in there deliberately so you can actually see what I mean about the buses doing, the trucks doing, and the buses doing a U-turn, which you don't want. There is nothing wrong with doing like bus routes one direction and bus stops on the other side of the road in another direction, as long as you click and join the right one. Okay, let's buy some vehicles. Now, I've got a lot of trucks, but nothing, and I mean nothing, beats these trucks. These trucks are the duck's nuts. Now these are made by Nando 333 and it's his 40-ton truck set, and I believe on Steam there's a whole range of trucks you can get, not only for delivering but also as assets, so you can actually place them around your cargo hub and make it look like it's a very busy environment. Nando 333, mate, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, mate. Top mod. Thanks so much for your time building it and enhancing my gaming experience along with many others. Brilliant job. Thank you. Yeah, so this 40-ton truck set is beautiful. Nando 333, if you get a chance to watch this video, not sure if you will or not, but if you do get a chance to watch this video, mate, I'd love to see an Australian set. Australia Post, Grace Removals, SCT Transport, TNT, Fox. There's a whole range of Australian cargoes. Contact me through Steam if you want some logos and whatnot. Mickey Mouse, mate, I will get it sorted, because this is the duck's nuts. Aussies want an Australian set. I certainly do, bro. So come on, mate, dig deep and do an Australian set too, eh? Thanks, buddy. But these are good trucks. Anyway, I normally pick about 5 trucks. I'll go with DHL because they're here in Australia as well, German company. So we buy that one. My favourite truck is way down the bottom. I've got to get my favourite truck. Yeah, Michelin. Gotta love the Michelin truck, mate. A Michelin truck. Not too bad. I put in some Royal Mail. I prefer to see Australia Post, but well, you get that. And I'll just put in some random trucks. The trouble with all these trucks is working out which ones you're going to use. Brilliant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good enough. Mickey Mouse. This truck set is to die for. Anyway, we've got our trucks ready to go and we need to put them into route. So basically this is going to be number 1 here, their number 1 starting point. So we set a line as you do with everything else. Give it a name, it's not going to hurt. forgot to take that out. There you go, Mirrabooka truck. That's right, Mirrabooka. To those that know, Mirrabooka is an iconic place. It's probably the equivalent to the Bronx in New York. You go to Mirrabooka, take your body armour. I'm going to get t-shirts made. I've been in Mirrabooka and survived. Yeah, tough neighbourhood. I work there a lot doing security. Anyway, now we've get ready to go. The arrow's ready to go for adding. See the little pointer there changing? We click that as our first one. The trucks will start rolling. So that's our first one. Up and over the bridge, down, and our first point of call is here. See the line of travel? The line of travel works a treat. Now, I'll click that side first, so the line of travel is still good, but if I was to click this side, see this? This here? That's a U-turn. If you ever see that when you're doing routes and whatnot for your buses and whatnot, you're going to have buses doing U-turns. You don't want that. So simply go down to that last one you did and take it out, and we'll come back and delete that stop in a minute. Take it out and go to your next one, and it will reroute, and it will continue to reroute as you go through the city. So it goes in, comes around, number 6, that will become a bridge, and over here, then it comes up and over, and the traffic flow, and it comes through, and there goes our beautiful trucks. Look at that. Oh, the race is on, and Michelin, he's coming forth. Come on, fat man. Okay, so there we go. So that's how we do a truck route, and we keep it all in the same flow. Now let's delete that stop we don't want. Make sure it's the only thing that's highlighted. Done. No buildings got knackered. And that, my friend, is the cargo hub up and running with its route complete. So there you go. That's basically my cargo hub completed, and the trucks are not impeded by rail crossings. So there you have it. So I hope you enjoyed that little tutorial, and I hope it certainly helps. If you want, please click subscribe, or even give us a like. It's going to help, and we'll see if we can produce some more videos with more gaming tips as we go. I certainly will do my best to make mention of the various mods that I do use in my games, and make sure that the authors of those mods are credited. So to all you modders and the community, thank you very much, and you all have a good day. We'll see you next time. Team Hands out. See ya. Bye. G'day guys, just want to introduce you to the NR class diesel locomotive that's used a lot here in Australia. Very snub nose at the front, cab over, beautiful looking train when it's running up and down the track. There are a few different paint jobs that can be done on it that are used in Australia. The Indian Pacific, Pacific National, the GAN, pretty much runs between Adelaide and Darwin, straight up the red centre, and various different colour schemes for the NR class. Currently there's no NR class model in Transport Fever. If there's a brilliant modeler out there that wants to challenge, NR class look it up on the internet. There's a lot of information on it. You'll get all the stats. There are all the different paint jobs that can be done. There are a lot of stats on it, how to set it up, how to run it. This one here is particularly an older version of the Indian Pacific. This is the more current. Very nice train. Pretty gutsy. It's a train I would love to see modelled for Transport Fever. I can tell you now there's not an Australian out there that's playing with Transport Fever that wouldn't use this train. It's a beautiful locomotive. I believe it's built in Brisbane. If there's someone out there that knows more information on it, wants to contact me and let me know. But I believe it's built in Brisbane. It's an Australian made train, the NR class. Very, very nice. The Indian Pacific, if somebody builds that train and wants to paint a few Australian liveries, the Indian Pacific has some really nice carriages, similar to the ones I'm scrolling down the bottom, similar to these. Your baggage, first class, second class, your sleepers, and lunchrooms and so forth. The restaurant. It's in the silver, pretty much like the generic one that we see in Transport Fever. I think it's the Mexican silver style carriage. Of course it comes down the bottom here further and runs down and then comes back up, but if there's someone out there that knows of carriages like that or can paint it up in the Pacific colours, carriages like that to complete the train, that'd be absolutely superb. These are basically from train set pages. The Indian Pacific logo is very Pacific on the side of the wagon, as you can see from some of these photos. All these images are available on the internet. I did attempt to paint one, but I just don't know how to save the file formats on the actual carriages. As for modelling, that's out of my league. Man's got to know his limitations, I guess. But if there's someone out there that can actually make the model, the NR class, like this, and you want some colour schemes like I showed you in the pictures, there's many colour schemes that you can do for the NR class. Beautiful train, it'll look friggin' nice on the track running around in Transport Fever. You could even do liveries for other countries and whatnot to get use out of it. Like I say, it's a very powerful, more powerful than the SD40. A couple of these coupled together, they actually can use on the iron ore runs. So got a lot of power in them, and they're sweet as they really are. So modelers, you want a challenge, you can get all the details, all the specs, everything online for the NR class. Just look up NR class locomotive and you'll get all the specs and specifications. It'll be a brilliant train to paint. Excuse me. Be a very good train to paint in any livery that suits your needs. And it's a nice looking train. I like the way the look of the train. It's eye candy plus, so that's for the modelers out there.